And the reason why I call it special is that it's the newsletter's 75th issue. And it's actually overwhelming to see your support for this event. I thank you all for logging in. Now that we have set the stage for the release, I would like to request our coordinator, Professor Shilpa Thakur, to share her views.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Warm welcome for this program. I'm sure all of you are doing well and safe at home. I feel very elated today because after a month exactly, we're in a different attire from the routine last 3 weeks being at home. I'm sure you all feel the same. Honorable Vice Chancellor, University of Mumbai, Professor Suhas Pednekar, Honorable Treasurer, Parle Tilak Vidyalaya Association, Sri Vansi Durandar Sir, Principal Dr. Sonali Pednekar, Vice Principal Dr. K.G. Rajan, all the distinguished guests, my dear colleagues and students of the editorial board, a warm welcome to the e-release of the platinum issue of Pratibimb in the golden year of MCC at the hands of our Honorable Vice Chancellor. PTVA's Mulund College is known to provide a collaborative and innovative and events for the development of students, and Pratibimb is one of them. Pratibimb actually is the brainchild of Dr. S.M. Diwanji, who envisaged a newsletter for MCC and entrusted the responsibility to the Department of BBI and BAF. Dr. D.G. Deshpande, who was then the administrator, provided a needed impetus and created an ambience whereby all the teachers and students could showcase their literary talent. And this provided us, we could promulgate a lot of ideas to different issues of Pratibimb. The term Pratibimb was coined by a young team of teachers who was the first editorial board. All the teachers who joined the department over the decade in some way or the other contributed towards the success of Pratibimb. All the students gave overwhelming response. They enthusiastically contributed to Pratibimb across the courses, across the batches. The constant support and guidance of our management, the ex-principals, Dr. Parvati Venkatesh, Dr. Sarode, Dr. K.G. Rajan, helped us accelerate the progress of Pratibimb both quantitatively and qualitatively. Our current principal, Dr. Sonali Pednekar, had a vision that the Pratibimb newsletter should go online. And here we are today to have an online release. It's a privilege for us that all these dignitaries, the distinguished guests who have contributed to Pratibimb, are here with us today to grace this release of the platinum issue of Pratibimb. Dr. Sonali Pednekar contemplated over 50 events to celebrate the Golden Jubilee year of MCC, and Pratibimb is one of that. This 75th issue flaunts the theme towards the centenary hour, which reflects the glorious past and also projects the potential future. I now request our principal, Dr. Sonali Pednekar, to welcome the guests and address the audience. Dr. Sonali Pednekar.
Honorable Treasurer of Vansi Durandar, Vice Principal Dr. Rajan, former principals who are online with us, Dr. Deshpande and Dr. Sarojin, all the members of the faculty of BPI and BAM, alumni, editorial students, very warm welcome to all of you. As Shilpa ma'am said, for the last 4 months we've been contemplating about going paperless, trying to do an e-version of many of the activities that we planned in college. The present circumstances under which we are right now only accelerated the whole process. I must congratulate the entire student team, the editorial board, because you are a part of the making of history. The legacy that was started about Pratibim a decade ago grew stronger in every edition that came out. But now we are going further. We're looking at the e-version of the Pratibim. And we hope that from now on, even when things bounce back to the normal conditions that we know of, we will still continue with the e-version and it will only get better from here. The Pratibim for the 75th or the Platinum edition was titled very appropriately to looking back and looking ahead. And this is the right juncture when we look back to look at what we've done so far, where we've reached and what we've achieved. But more importantly, to look ahead of how differently we are going to be, how we need to think out of the box from now on, and how things will develop or pan out in the years to come. Every event in history is a turning point for the later developments. The causes of these events may be plenty, but very often the aftermath or the effects are quite revolutionary and unanticipated. Maybe this launch of the online version of Pratibim is that revolutionary and unanticipated event. But from here on, it will be probably for things to stay. So I wish the entire team of students who worked very hard for the release today the very best. And I wish everyone who contributed towards making of the Pratibim, right from its the first issue to its 75th issue, I wish to say a very big thank you to everybody, because had it not been for all of you, maybe we would not see this day. Good luck to Team Pratibim. Good luck to all of you. Thank you.
Swapna madam, you can speak.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am. I request Honorable Treasurer of our parent body, PTVA, Sri Tansi Durandar sir, to address the audience.
Honorable Vice Pednekar, Principal Dr. Sonali Pednekar, teachers, students, and all who are participating on this technology-based inauguration program. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
I think this is a very, very pleasurable moment, not only for us from the management, but for the entire staff and students. We always keep on talking about technology, and what best example can be that we are having a release of one of our what we call handouts or a magazine based on technology, without really meeting physically or meeting in person. Uh, मराठीमध्ये एक म्हण आहे something like which says की गरज ही शोधाची जननी असते. There was a need, and I think everybody has contributed, everybody has responded, especially for us who are not a technology savvy generation. But last 21 days, the number of meetings I had on Zoom, I think I can comfortably say that I've mastered the technology of even organizing meetings on Zoom. So I'm feeling really happy, not because what we are going through, but what has resulted into some inputs into us. Coming back to today's release of Pratibimba, I think the name itself suggests a lot. Reflections are what really teach you and tell you what you are. So many times we feel that, or we have our perception that we think in this particular fashion that how we look like, until you see in the mirror as to how you are. And I think all the articles in reflection would suggest what we are. Another landmark is the 75th issue. And of course, 75th issue itself is a huge landmark for us to remember. But especially in this uh, challenging time that comparing facts and figures, we had a addition in our family. I got a granddaughter on 23rd of March, and can imagine what turmoil it must be, because a newly born in this particular threat of viral infection, we have to take a lot of care. But thinking positive that we will never forget her birthday for sure. Nobody would. Ideally, friends, we have to think positive, and whatever happens to us, we have to be extremely careful, and we are. At the same time, adapt to whatever circumstances we are in, and that's what teaches us a lot. So, my sincere and heartiest congratulations to the entire team for this 75th issue. Well done, keep it up, and all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bansi sir, for your constant guidance and support. And sir, congratulations for to become a grandparent.
Thank you.
Now I would like to call Ms. Shruti, student editorial representative, to share her experience on Pratibim.
Good evening, everyone. This is Shruti Sakharkar from TYBDI. It is indeed a proud moment for all with the online issue of privacy. That it always seems impossible until it's done. In spite of the given circumstances, the team has been quite enthusiastic to make this issue successful. And the constant encouragement and guidance from our teachers has only increased our morale further. Being a part of the editorial of Platinum issue of Pratibim has certainly been an enriching experience for me and my teammates. Through this topic, towards the centenary hour, share moments and envisaging future, we not only got a glimpse of MCC's glorious past, but also a snippet of its even brighter. Excuse me, I am so sorry. My connection was interrupted for a second. So continuing, I would like to say that this being the last event before we graduate, getting a chance to contact the former principals, faculty members and alumni and knowing their opinions and perspectives can be certainly considered as cherry on top. So on behalf of all my teammates, I would like to thank all of you for this amazing journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Shruti. It is my privilege to extend a cordial welcome to Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir, Professor Suhas Pednekar. Sir, we welcome you to MCC on
Thank
Zoom.
you. Thank you.
Now I request Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir to release the Platinum issue of Pratibim.
Thank you so much. Shri Dhurandhar ji, the representative from the management of PTVA, Dr. Sonali Pednekar, principal, vice principals, all the teachers of Mulund College of Commerce, and my dear students. I consider this is my honor and privilege to release this newsletter, a unique one in the online mode, and which is the 75th newsletter called Pratibim. And that is contributed by BPI and BAP students. So I really congratulate all the students and their coordinator for the same. We all are going through a very challenging time, and that is due to the coronavirus pandemic. We also know whenever there are crises, but at the same time, the crisis lead to opportunities. And we are very happy that the Mulund College of Commerce, which is always innovative in every respect, is coming out. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
It's coming out with this newsletter in online mode. At this juncture, I can only say that we all are going through a very difficult time. The entire world is locked down, and the challenges before us, especially as the stakeholders of the educational institutions, we need to play a major role to help our society, help our state, help our nation, and the entire world. What I see, there will be two major impacts of this corona epidemic as far as the educational institutions are concerned and as far as the future is concerned. Number one, because of this, there will be more and more technological advancement in teaching learning process in the educational sector. No doubt about it. And even there will be public-private partnership coming more towards this. It's a welcome step, I would say. But at the same time, there is also the another impact where we need to understand and come out with certain measures, and that is more technology will also lead to what is called as a digital, will lead to digital divide. Our digital divide will widen, I would say. Now, what I mean is, unfortunately today, this technology has not reached to even the student to the remote area of our country. There are many students who are staying in the rural areas, even in the tribal areas, where there is no proper internet facility. And these students should not be deprived of this technological advancement in educational setup. And that challenge we have, that how even the student from the remote area could be included in the whole process. Otherwise, the digital divide will be widened. Some of you might have read one beautiful article published by our Honorable Dr. Anil Kakodkar a few days back, and that the title was the Silage, a wonderful the word coined by him, and that is the disparity between cities and villages, and which has become more open because of this coronavirus pandemic. And because of this, I feel as an educationist, our responsibility is increased manifold. How we can take care even of the students from the villages or the rural areas, and to ensure that we prepare them to take care of his own family instead of migrating to cities. We have been talking about smart cities, but the time has come even to think about smart villages and how we can narrow that gap between cities and villages. And the challenges before us as teachers, and even I consider the students who are the future of our country, to take up these challenges and contribute meaningfully. In fact, the current crisis and therefore the present immediate need from the student community, and I will urge all the principals and the teachers to coordinate with their students to collect data as far as the coronavirus impacts are, analyze them, and how this will have impact on our society in coming years. That impact will be a social impact, economical impact, and not just on us, but even the industry around us. So we have to find out the solutions and certain measures how we can come out of such situations very fast. So the world is changing so rapidly around us. We all are on the brink of fourth industrial revolution, which is also called as a disruptive era. It is a digital era. So under these circumstances, who is going to survive? And the answer is very obvious. The one who is going to acquire the adaptability. So my dear students, my appeal to you all, that you need to accept the responsibility as a leader. And we teachers, apart from taking care of our own subject in the classroom, now the time has come for us to cultivate that leadership among students. That leadership which we should lead to entrepreneurship, because what our country needs today is more job creators than job seekers. So the students, I can only say at this juncture that the future is not something we await, it is something we create. And the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. And therefore, don't allow anyone to define your life. You should define it for yourself. We have been going through a difficult time, as I said, but try to be more positive, because we need to be grateful and not stressful. But whatever we have today, we must be, as I said, we need to be grateful. So my appeal to all my dear students, that the time has come where we need to be more innovative. The only way to discover the limits of the possible is to go beyond them into the impossible. So we need to prepare ourselves, not for the comfortable predictability of yesterday, but the realities of today and all unknown possibilities of tomorrow. So I congratulate all the students once again for their efforts. This is just the beginning. In future, there will be many more such occasions for us to use technology in a better way and meaningful way. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to release your newsletter. And I declare that your 75th newsletter, Pratibim, compiled by your very active students of BBI and BAF of Mulund College of Commerce, release. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, for your encouraging words. Now, I would invite Vinay, sir, to give vote of thanks.
Thank you, Alpa Madam. Extraordinary times calls for extraordinary resolve. It's heartening to conduct such an event using technology. on behalf of the department BCom Accounting, Finance and Banking Insurance, I propose a hearty vote of thanks. I thank Professor Suhas Pednekar, Vice Chancellor of University of Mumbai, to remove time from his busy schedule. Thank you, sir, for your constant support. I thank all the members of our parent organization, Parle Tilak Vidyalaya Association, especially Bansi Dhurandhar sir, present today. Thank you, sir, for your guidance. I thank our principal, Dr. Sonali Pednekar madam, for giving us freedom and as well as directions in all our activities. Thank you, ma'am, for being with us in all activities and every time. I thank Dr. Rajan sir, Vice Principal, who has solution for every problems. I thank all the three ex-principals of Mulund College of Commerce, Dr. S.M. Divanji, Dr. Deshpande, Dr. Sarode, under whose guidance the seeds of Pratibimb were actually sown, and today you can see the 75th issue being released. I thank the ex-faculties of our department, Dr. Anuradha Ganesh, who also happens to be the founder editor, and CA Shailesh Velankar, who has served the department for more than 10 years as a pillar. I thank the three coordinators of the department IT, CS and BMS, Dr. Hiren Dand, Vijayalakshmi Kannan, and Reena Nagda madam for your presence. I thank our coordinator under Ms. Shilpa Thakur for her constant support, motivation and guidance. Thank you very much, ma'am. I thank all the faculties of the BCom Accounting, Finance and Banking Insurance. Each faculty has been an editorial member in the past 10 years. Special thanks to alumni members present here, Lakshmi Girish, Ninad Khanvilkar, Mohima Ghosh, Sabri Shri Kumar, Pooja Pilankar Naik. Your contribution and presence is immense. Last but not the least, the student editorial board, thank you very much. Aishwarya, Shruti, Sharda, Pranjal, Gautam, Sanchita, Shivani, and Priya. And of course, thank you, Zoom. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. It's a wonderful program.